Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we have this super glowy, well it's not like super glowy, but it's pretty glowy, fresh faced, natural, all affordable makeup. I did this tutorial because we're getting back into the school routine and I want to post this for anybody who needs something super quick, simple, but also budget friendly. So that's why I did this video. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Infallible Glow Lock primer. This is an illuminating one. They have two. I really enjoy both of these. There's a illuminating and then one that's supposed to keep you more matte. I have both of these in my kit and I use both of them, you know, on people. I think they both work very well and are very affordable. I feel like this primer is almost like a MAC strobe cream. It doesn't like have all the but you can just kind of like see, it just gives you a lot of luminosity. If you have more dry skin, you would probably really enjoy this. If you're more oily, I would definitely advise you to try out the matte one. I think that one is really good and it keeps your oil at bay. So that's what I'm going to go in for primer, just to give me a little moisture and little radiance. For foundation, this is one of my favorites. I just bought a new one today because I needed a different shade. I'm a big lover of cushion foundations, especially for day-to-day. I need to get out of the door quickly. I just need, 5-minute makeup. I feel like cushion foundations are very good. This one also has SPF. That's why I really enjoyed this one over the Maybelline and L'Oreal cushion foundations. This one is also cheaper. I really enjoy this. It just comes, in like a little compact. I do like this product. This is not the first time I'm trying it. I know it's a new thing, but I just got a new one today. So I'm actually going to be using a brush to apply this. I like to use brushes with cushion foundations. I'm just going to take my brush and push it onto the cushion, and the product is on the brush. And then we're just going to start pressing it into the skin. Cushion foundations don't have a ton of coverage. I do feel like this one has more coverage than some of the other ones that I've used, but they're very skin-like and are very easy to work with. Like I said, using a brush, you just pounce it on. I feel like brushes are a lot faster than beauty blenders. If you can see that this cushion foundation is pretty glowy, and it does have sunscreen, which I think I already mentioned, but I really think that sunscreen is very good for everyday use. If you're going to want to use this for your everyday foundation, it's just good to incorporate sunscreen into your makeup routine. This foundation, let me just read a little bit about it to you guys. It is a liquid foundation in a cushion compact, luminous, lightweight, buildable with a hydrating formula. I 100% agree with that. I do feel like it is very buildable. I feel like you get more coverage with a brush, so if you wanted to shear it out a little more, you could always use a sponge. But like I said, I feel like brushes are quicker. Definitely feel like this would be good for I definitely feel like cushion foundations are good for people just starting out in makeup. So like maybe you have a teenager that's starting to get into makeup. These are good foundations for them. Easy to apply and not too much coverage. Now moving on to concealer. I have two concealers here that are two of my favorites. I have the Maybelline Fit Me. This has just been like one of the very first concealers that I ever started using. I still use it. I think that it's so good. It's very lightweight, but still has a good amount of coverage, but not like thick and cakey. Another concealer that I really enjoy is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. You can get these at Ulta, but this Flower Beauty concealer is not as affordable as this Maybelline concealer. This Maybelline concealer is like $5, and I think these are $10. So I'm going to actually go in with the Fit Me Concealer today, just because I want to stick with the more budget-friendly products. I'm going to be using the shade 15. I normally like the shade 20, but I'm all out of the shade 20 right now, so we're going to be going in with the shade 15. I'm going to take some down the bridge of my nose, but I'm not going to take any on my forehead, just because I don't want to add too much to my forehead. And I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. With this look, I don't want to add, I don't want to have a ton of coverage. I want to have enough coverage. I want to be covered, but I don't want to be like full coverage, super like glam. I want to be pretty natural. Something, like I said, that's easy for every day. I'm also going to blend that concealer on my eyelids. That's going to act as a little bit of an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be trying out the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. This is in the shade 10, Fair Light. I've never tried this before, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So we're going to try this out today. I'm just going to dump some into the cap. This is, to me, looks very similar to, in like color-wise, to the Laura Mercier translucent powder, which I'm about that. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender one more time and blend it underneath my eyes to make sure we have no creases or anything. And I'm going to take some of that Maybelline powder and just set under my eyes. Ooh, it's very smooth. This powder was, I think, $8 or $9. So if this, I feel like this looks really good. This looks really, really good. You can see how it just kind of mattified my under eyes. I don't look as dewy, because I don't want to like be too dewy, because we're going to add a little bit of highlight afterwards. And as the day goes on, I want to make sure that I don't look like a greased piece of chicken. For contour, this is just one of my favorites. It's so affordable. It smells so good. You can tell that I do like it. I put a dent in it. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's in the shade Bronzed. I don't think it's very warm. I like to use this more for contouring. So that's what we're going to do with this today. I'm just taking a Luxie brush, and we're going to run this, tap off the excess. We're just going to run this right here where we would do a little bit of contour. Anytime I do an affordable video, you're probably going to see this bronzer in here, because it's just so good. I can't not mention it in an affordable video. Just to give me some warmth, I'm going to go in with the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Sunkissed bronzer. I'm just going to take this on a large fluffy brush and just kind of do some light bronzing around our forehead, right here on our cheeks. We're looking very, very smooth. For blush, we're going in with another one of my all-time favorites. This is the Milani Luminoso. I feel like it's a little different than it used to be. It's pretty, it's very shimmery. I don't remember it being the shimmery, and it looks a little more coral. The color is just a little more out there than it used to be, but it's still very pretty. We're just going to take a light bit of this. I'm not going to go into too much blush today, which is a little different for me, but we just want to give, just a nice little flush. For highlight, one of my favorite affordable highlights is the WetNWild Mega Glow highlighter. This is in the shade Precious Petals. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this everywhere that I normally highlight. I just want to give the face some glow. I don't want to be over highlighted, just because, we're just going to school. We don't want to be like super glam. I am going to go ahead and set my face with some setting spray. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I feel like this is such a good, affordable setting spray. This one and the Morphe Continuous Mist are two of my favorites. I prefer these over the Urban Decay ones or any other ones that I've ever used. So I'm just going to go in with this. Now we're going to move on to the eyes and eyebrows. Okay, guys. So I have a new product that I want to debut here on my channel. This is like really blowing my mind. So Maybelline has come out with a new brow pen, and what's unique about this eyebrow pen is it has 3 prongs. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? This brow pen is supposed to be designed to give you those really like hair-like strokes. Still very easy to go too hard with brow pencils, which is why when I saw this, I was like, oh, game changer. We gotta try it out. So I bought it and we're gonna try it out today. I'm gonna first go in and brush through my brows with the spoolie. The only problem with this brow pencil only problem with this new brow pencil is it doesn't have a spoolie on it, which this is like a marker. It's not really like a pencil. So, I mean, that's kind of why it doesn't. You're not really, you really don't need a spoolie with this type of product. This color is not very deep at all for this to be a deep brown. You can see I have pretty dark hair, and so I feel like this is going to be very natural. It's going to be a very natural product. So for those of you that want to get into doing your brows, I feel like this is going to be a really good pen for you. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This is just a tinted brow gel with some little fibers in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I like to just run this through my brow just to give it a little, just to fill it in a little more and to hold my brows in place throughout the day. Moving on to the eyes, something that I always do that's super simple but makes a drastic difference to me is just taking whatever bronzer I use, throwing it in the crease, letting that be my eyeshadow, and not having to get an actual eyeshadow palette and use it. So I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that we went in with, and I'm just going to run this lightly through my crease just to give me some definition. I'm going to go in with that same highlight in the inner corner. I'm going to pop that right on the inner corner. You can take it on the lid some if you like. If you want to take it on the whole lid and not do the inner corner, you can totally do that. That's just completely up to you. And lastly for the eyes, mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I have like no lashes. I literally may as well be bald when it comes to eyelashes. They're just not there. They just don't happen for me. So that's why I normally wear false lashes. But I've noticed a difference with this mascara. This is one of the 2-step mascaras. This one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar X Fiber Volume. And that's mascara. You can do mascara on the bottom if you like. I'm not going to. I just like to keep it on the top and keep my bottom lash line bare. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like it just looks more fresh and awake when I don't do anything on the bottom lash line, mascara, eyeshadow, anything like that. At this point, I'm done. I'm going to add a lip liner and some lip gloss. That's what I normally like to do for every day, or just chapstick, honestly. Sometimes I don't even do mascara with this look. I'll just finish it off with bronzer in the crease and that's it. But just for today's purposes, I just wanted to recommend this mascara to you guys because I think it's really good. So this is the finished look for lips. I just threw on a NYX lip liner and a NYX butter gloss. I'll have the shades and stuff linked in the description box if you guys want to check it out. So this is it. I think this is really good for, starting up school's starting back now. So if you need something super simple but yet still very pretty, natural, and put together, this is a really good tutorial. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your post notification bell on so you guys can get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.